Buddy, Saturday, August the 26th. I welcome you all. This is pretty much my first video after the literally the most dramatic week, or in fact 72 hours since I started lifting and following fitness. That goes back to incidentally around 1990. So it was a year before the very birth of Dallas McCarver, who left us tragically this week, right? At the age of 26. He was born in 91. That was very shocking. That event in and out of itself never happened before in the whole history of bodybuilding. And I am the person, as you guys know, that did officially, in a sense, without, since I'm documenting bodybuilding since a while on YouTube, I made a lot of rest in peace videos, tons of them, slew of them. I forgot the number. They're huge, right? I also spoke about, old bodybuilders that passed away a long time ago in the 90s and the early 2000s and so on and so forth, right? But never such an event did occur, a prospect. And it saddens me to mention it again. It almost feels indecent to mention to you how big of a prospect Dallas was. I'm telling you, it's just insane. And especially lately, the progress he was accomplishing, leaps and bounds, that basically overshadowed the mishap he had when he went down under to Australia and also New Zealand, when he had that lung infection. Yes, so it just saddens me. And that gentleman, that young chap, passed away, 3 weeks and change from Mr. Olympia, the biggest event of them all. So this kind of thing never happened. Plus, overblown by the social media craze. You have the picture, you lived this with me, right? And after 72 hours after, pretty much, Rich PIANA, Rich, man. I'm still taken away. I'm trying to forget. Sorry about that. If you guys are following me, I'm sick, first of all. And secondly, I'm trying to forget this. I go out with my girlfriend, trying to eat out, trying just to get away from this. But I was with her today, and incidentally, we're stuck in traffic. I was eating a pita sandwich, and I almost cried because it reminded me again of Rich. When he was driving, with his legs, in a sense. He controls the steering wheel with his knees, and he eats burritos. He was doing it. And we were watching. He was going through Arizona, Texas, driving, and eating. Oh, this is a burrito. It's cool, man. God damn it! And people would still watch. He was that charismatic of a character. I spoke to a lot of people, and quite frankly, rarely did I speak to somebody for like 2 hours straight. The language, the conversation was just fluid. And we spoke about a lot of things. He called me about a drama that happened to him back then. But, the conversation branched out, and we were talking about pretty much everyday life, and it was a different person. Totally different. Very eloquent, very intelligent, and you understand that why actually he was a man's man. So I'm coming towards you tonight. How can I make anything else rather than talking again about Rich PIANA, man? Even on my posts on my social media, some people say, "Hey, how come you're not talking again about Rich? Did you forget about Rich?" No, I'm trying to. Will I ever forget about him? Probably not. As long as I stay with you guys on social media, it's just impossible to forget about Rich. Nobody has. There's no equivalent of Rich. He is just unparalleled, freaking unparalleled. I'm still watching his videos. I will still do. And that's it. The drama is complete. If there is like a completeness for the drama, it is 100%. So, needless to say, but it is the summum of everything. It's not my intent to add to it whatsoever. Or rather, actually, my intent is hopefully is the opposite, is to appease in a sense and to keep you guys posted, and I try to do my best. So, Rich Piana, I'll never forget his voice. I'll never forget about that. I mean, I would, he will just live on forever, and I'm positive that you guys feel the same way. Anyway, back in November, we had a chat. So I did post just a little extract from a little chat we had with him back then. I thanked him for following me on my Instagram. He said, bro, I didn't realize I was not following you. Great content, brother. Thank you. So I replied to him with a lengthy text that was kind of personal, so I just cut it so to show you just part of it. I told him, thank you, Rich. God bless you. And I'm happy you bounced back after that separation, which was publicly discussed by him in a lengthy, quite eloquent video on YouTube. And right now, unfortunately, it's coming back to the surface. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the first person who spoke about his passing away is Sara, Ice Queen, right? As a matter of fact, when I made that video about rest in peace, the first screenshot was this one right here, right? I mean, she went on a lengthy text, and she said a lot of things, right? I did not read that to you, but go ahead. I mean, this profile is public. Although she blocked me on my social media a long time ago. When she used to be with Rich, she blocked me. And he never did block me, but she did. Anyway, she mentioned a phrase when she said, my dear husband, or rest in peace, my dear husband. And it is triggering a lot of debate, a lot of questions too. And again, I have to stress, it's not my intent to add to the drama, because the drama is at its fullest. I have no idea what's her intent, what's her intention. I cannot speculate. I don't know her. Never spoke to the person. I mean, she just blocked me, and I blocked her like a year ago or so, or even more. I don't know. But all in for all, the reaction of the fans of Rich himself on this post is rather staggering, to say the least. It is absolutely astonishing. I mean, be my guest. As I mentioned to you, I mean, the profile is public, so you can read the comments. And as far as I know, most of them are quite negative, and they're basically asking question about that sentence, my dear husband, and so on and so forth. And you can see here, like this example here, this person called Jean asked, wasn't your last name Hamis a week ago on here? Because right now, I think she changed her name to Sara PIANA, as you guys can read here. So they're asking there, and very disrespectful, and some people are talking that the marriage was annulled. I think that's what he said. I mean, it's on record. The video of Rich is still on. So all for all, people are having a lot of questions. What is going on? Quite frankly, I do not know. My information is just like yours. As far as I know, Rich Piana came publicly on record, and he mentioned that marriage was annulled. Now, as far as I know, probably her boyfriend is also getting into it, trying to answer to you guys. And don't take my word for it, but I'm trying. As far as I know, he said that the marriage was somehow annulled in Vegas, but it was not the same case in Los Angeles, since it is a different county, different jurisdiction. So I don't know, right? I cannot speculate on this. I mean, God bless them all. Maybe she is in pain for real. If it is the case, I mean, you know, I wish her well. I wish her well, right? I cannot assume what's her feeling for Rich. As far as I know, she has a new boyfriend since a long time, and that's it. So the question that arises, and a lot of you are asking in a legitimate way, What about the legacy of Rich Piana? Would I mean that's his current girlfriend. Her name is Chanel, I think. Will be the legitimate successor and inheritant of whatever Rich has built, or will it be Sara PIANA or somebody else? I don't know. Quite frankly, the question I just do not know. All I can tell you is that the company of Rich has grown tremendously lately. As a matter of fact, it has grown too fast. And I can send you back to a video that he posted not long ago, and when we saw the installation down there in Clearwater, Florida, very huge installation with delivery facility, I mean, and storage facility. It is humongous. And even at that, I can tell you, since I spoke to people who are in the industry, they were not able to respond to all the demand, right? Because people were demanding too much of his products all over the world. He was not keeping up. So that I can certify to you. But he was doing his best. Not only that, as far as I know too, the company of Rich Piana that has his name, it is not his fully. So he had partners and also investors. Understandably, everybody does. Freaking Kai Green does. You name the guy, he has partners usually, right? It is what it is. So that needs to be taken into account, right? We all have our opinions about the legacy and the inheritance of Rich. I mean, his divorce, as far as I know, was publicized, was talked about publicly by himself. The rest, quite frankly, I do not know. As a matter of fact, I don't even live in the US, and every state in the US have different jurisdiction and so on and so forth. The other question is, will his company live on? Quite frankly, personally, if you ask me, I wish it will. I wish the 5% brand will live on forever. And I'm positive that a lot of you guys like it and will still buy it, will still rock his gear, and so on and so forth. I mean, I went to a supplement store up here in Canada about a month ago, and I did document that on my social media. And I tagged Rich Piana back then, as far as I recall. And the gentleman in the store, he was praising the products. The clients were basically stealing it. It was hot. I mean, it was going off the shelf, just like hotcakes. So that is that. And you know what? Allow me to ask you the question. What do you think his legacy will be? You tell me. And probably some of you do know, right? Some of you probably do know. So will his brand be led by Sara PIANA? Will it be Chanel, his current girlfriend, his latest one? Will it be somebody else, his family, an ex-partner? So you tell me what is actually your opinion about this. So God bless you all, and may we all actually pass through this. Again, like August 26th, today was supposed to be like the major fight of Mayweather versus McGregor, and quite frankly, I'm not in the mood. I came back home out with my girlfriend, we ate out, we had a blast. I came back home and I slept. I cannot hide it to you. I am still depressed. And quite frankly, it hit me hard. It really did. Thank you for your support, because I received a humongous amount of it, and I really appreciate it. I'll be waiting for your comments. They're very important for me, so please chime in and let me know your opinion on this touchy subject. And again, by all means, for the third time, it is not my intent to basically bring some drama, because the drama was already at its summum and its fullest. God bless you all, and have a nice one.